Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. In this video is to bring you a closer look at the HPC part number TLP-Guard. This is a pick for tubular locks, but specifically one that is intended to work with shrouded locks, shrouded tubular locks, or meaning those locks that have a cylinder guard around them. You will very oftentimes see equipment that has a tubular lock, sometimes called a Chicago key or an ACE key, installed with a shroud over it. Locks of this nature generally work installations that have money involved, vending machines, laundry machines, things of that nature. So if you have a tubular lock installed with a guard or a shroud protecting the lock from forcible entry, you're going to need a modified tool for picking that lock open. I do not make a living picking locks, and in fact, in the pantheon of lock pickers, I would be most surely the first person forgotten. So this video is going to serve really as a visual review of what this item is, along with a summary of the installation instructions. So there is a link below this video to the installation instructions. We'll get to that in a moment. The guard is a precision tool designed to defeat and decode tubular locks protected by the dome-shaped shroud or guard, which requires a special long shank key. So if you know that your client is using a tubular key with a really long shank, it'll look kind of like a barrel key, except that it's got a tubular end on it, or it's a barrel key, just tubular at the end. You know you're dealing with a modified requirement for a pick. This pick operates in the same manner as the TLP-C mod-B and is also effective on standard 7-pin center locks. The guard features an aluminum handle with a feeler reset lever, here, stainless steel barrel, spring feather feelers, and comes in a genuine leather case with the TKPD decoder, which is here, and page 2 of the installation instructions will show you how this is used. It's really simple and straightforward. Now the installation instructions. So what they want you to do first, let's familiarize ourselves. You do have the feeler reset lever. It's this. When you take that and pull it out, you'll hear a click. Okay, that is literally drawing the feelers back down to their original position. A black wire between these slices, those are the feelers, and they're going to sit just shy of the outside of the pick guard. This is like the tension tool, where it will increase or decrease the amount of tension that's on the feelers when you're using the pick. Using the reset lever, position all feelers to their maximum depth. Notice that they are not flush with the tip of the barrel, as are the feelers on other HPC tubular picks. Instead, they will be just slightly short of it. I'm trying to get the camera to focus on that. Not having a lot of luck. Anyway, I think you get the point. Hold the pick with the roll pin, and the roll pin's right there. You can see that there's a roll pin, and that's going to, of course, emulate the nib that's going to be on a tubular key. Insert the pick through the lock guard. Raise the pick guard so that it lines up with the lock. Carefully insert the pick into the lock. The roll pin will fit into the keyway. Okay. The picking process for this tool is almost identical to that of picking standard tubular locks. Depress the pick fully. Apply and maintain. Depress the pick fully. Roll pin up. Apply and maintain light torque. Move the pick in and out approximately 1/16 of an inch each way, and repeat until successful. The differences are discussed below. Okay, so what you're looking to do is setting the tension, which is mentioned below. We'll get to that in a moment. You're looking to, with the rotational torsion tension, be able to get the pins picked and leaving the pick in that dimension. So once you have the pin individually picked, the feeler is going to stop traveling, unless, with a deft and very delicate touch. That will, once it's picked, allow you to remove this, and then you can measure what the depths of the feelers are to emulate the cuts, and then you're in good shape. Step 4 in the installation instructions: once the lock is picked, use extreme caution when removing the pick to record the depths and reset the feelers. The pick must not be drawn more than approximately 1/16 of an inch from the lock before it is lowered, removed from the guard, and inspected. If the pick is withdrawn too far above the feelers, you're at risk of contacting the inside wall of the guard, and it's likely to modify some of your readings. So in Figure 1 of the front view of a guarded lock, it's showing you what a guarded lock will look like in terms of the area prepped to access with the key. And you'll take note of that key that's there. It literally looks like a bit key in the sense that it has a shank, but you can see that hole is off-centered, so that you really need to move your tool in and then up to get to where it has to go. Figure 2, top view of the TLP guard, rotate, looking at the TL. What they're saying is when you're looking at the pick this way, as you rotate it clockwise, you'll increase the tension on the feelers. The side view of the TLP, lift reset lever to push feelers back to 0. So again, that click. Side view of the guarded tubular lock, there is Figure 5. Forgive me, Figure 4 shows the position of the roll pin at the end of the pick, and you do indeed see that roll pin right there. One of those feelers that's good. You see that roll pin right at the tip of my finger, even though it's a little blurry. And then Figure 5 is the side view. Okay. Now, page 2 of the installation instructions gives you an overview of how to gauge your keys with the included key gauge. Your Chicago Ace, your Fort Lock are going to be different in terms of how they're prepped, in terms of the sequence of what is the 0 position, or what would be the stop, I suppose. And you have your depth that are all there in inches and millimeters, and you're literally going to place your key onto the depth gauge, and you're going to be able to determine all of your depths. Really handy, real handy little tool. It's nice that they include that. Again, this video is really just simply to serve as visual evidence of the tool. I'm not in a position to be able to demonstrate it. There are several and many people online with really great videos showing not only their picking skills, but also showing lock sets that are, or cylinders that are really uncommon. And it's really interesting to be able to watch people not only explain the technology of the cylinder, but the role of being a locksmith is to be able to understand the technology, but also possess the knowledge of how to bypass it. So there's lots of information out there that you'll be able to take this visual introductory to what the tool looks like and an overview concept of how it works, and then apply that to your requirements moving forward. Finally, there's a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up not only all of the HPC products that we sell, but also a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full product catalog. The name HPC is quite synonymous with locksmithing tools, and obviously the industry stalwart, the Blitz machine, the code machine, that is, I'm sure, in every lock shop that exists. We have one here, and the company HPC is a leader when it comes to locksmithing tools. And that's probably why you are looking for this pick. If you have any questions on the HPC, this is their part number, TLP-GUARD, their tubular pick for shrouded tubular locks, or any other HPC product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you.